Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Backyard Garage. Today I'm going to be working on the door panels on the Camaro. I would like to get them all installed and everything, so sit tight and let me show you how I did it. Alrighty, so here are the tools that I actually use to do this, or some things that you're going to need. First thing you're going to need is you're going to need some clips, a couple plastic ones, and then you're going to need these factory clips right here. They look like this, they're metal. You're gonna need some of those. I only have 2 left over from the package that came with my interior. It only came with 6 and I need a lot more, so I had to order some. They're on order. They should be in by this video and they will be in. But some other things you're gonna need is you'll need a pick, just to poke a hole through the vinyl, a small flathead screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, an X-Acto knife with a new blade. Make sure it's a new blade. Ask me how I know, because when I was doing the other one, I used a dull blade, and man, it's difficult to cut. And then just some needle nose pliers here. So let me get set up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have the door all laid out, and I just kind of labeled some stuff just for visual. You don't necessarily need it, but you're gonna have this backing here is good to go. And as you can see, it's like it's cardboard, but it's perforated. So here are the things that you're gonna need to cut out. You're gonna need to cut out a door handle here, a door handle here, and the door handle here. That's for the 3 screws in the door handle. The window crank will be up here. If you have like the remote windows or the power windows, you'll still cut that out because there's an emblem that will go in here. And then I forgot to say, but you'll see a cutout that's like right here. Now I already did the driver's side, so I won't be doing this part, but I did everything else. But right here, this will be for the, the side mirror. That's going to be for the side mirror for the, you wiggle it around adjustment. But since this is a passenger side, I won't need that. And then also around here, you're going to see where I kind of marked out spots. That's where your door clips are going to go. I'm not sure about the passengers. I haven't done this yet, but I know on the driver's side, I didn't use all these because I didn't have holes in every single location. However, I did cut all these out. So first thing I'm going to start doing here is I'm going to start cutting these out and removing the cardboard. When I cut, I'm going to be very careful not to poke through this vinyl that's on the other side of this here. Because yeah, you don't want it to poke through. But the first thing, like I said, that I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim all these out. And then, yeah, I'll be right back. I'll start recording. I probably won't record all of them being cut out just because, yeah, it's a tedious process. If you see one get cut out, you'll see them all. So hopefully this angle is okay and you can see everything. But I'm going to start with this circle right here. So I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife, and it's perforated around. So I'm just going to slowly cut just the cardboard. I'm not going very deep into the cardboard, and I'll show you why in just a sec here. So there we go. I kind of squirted all the way around. Now I'm going to take this flat tip screwdriver here, and I'm just going to poke it up under, and there you go. It'll pop out like that. And then we can move on to the next hole and do the same thing. So let me zoom you out. I'm going to put you on time lapse. I'm going to get everything cut out, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, so as you can see, I have all these holes cut out all the way around. Now, I'm going to mention one thing here. I've been taking this vinyl and cutting it a little bit extra around some of these mounting holes. The reason being is when you put these clips in, right here, if you're fretting that vinyl, they don't like to turn into the position that they need to be in. So that kind of makes it hard, especially when you're putting it on. You don't have a lot of room back in there to work, and you gotta turn them. if it gets snagged on the vinyl, it just kind of sucks. So that's the first thing that I did, is I just got everything cut out, cut a little bit extra around the few that are the vinyl was covering. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my X-Acto knife like this, and I'm just gonna, like in the door handle area, I'm just gonna make a score and go like this and create an X. And actually, I'm gonna do that to all these holes that I cut out. I'm not gonna cut it all out quite yet. The door handles I can. Those two are fine because you got the big armrest, or not the door handle, I should say armrest. But anyway, you got the big armrest that goes on, so it's gonna cover those. But you still just wanna be careful because obviously you don't wanna cut your stuff. But stuff like the window trim, and then the, like this window trim here. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to mark this too. This is for the, this one right here. This is the door pull, or the latch. So, that's gotta also get cut out too. So I gotta cut that out here, and then I'm just gonna keep doing what I did here and make it X's in the vinyl on all these. And then I will take you to the side of the car and we'll get it installed. All right. Alrighty, so as you can see, I got the handle cut out. I got this cut out for the knob. The two holes where the handle mounts, which are lining up pretty well. And there we go. So the next thing that I do is I take this trim piece and I just put it in. There we go. Just to make sure that the scores that I made, that I'll be able to use those scores. So I can actually cut all the way around here and cut that out. And then I know that where this is lined up now, I could cut this out as well, and that's good to go. And everything else seems to be lined up pretty good. So try to go forward here. And there we go. So give me just a second here. I'm gonna get this cut out. I'm just gonna cut the vinyl out of these, and I'll be right back. So when I'm cutting the vinyl out, is what I do is I cut this in an X, so I can take like a flap, like this one, and I can just come down, just use my knife and trim it straight across, and then that comes off. So there we go. As you see, this is what it's looking like. So it's nice and good to go on how I cut it. So the next thing that I need to mention is you need to take these clips here. They're kind of weird if you look at them. They're like this. They go into the metal. And then the way that these go on is they just slide into the cardboard. Like the cardboard's right here and it just slides in. Here, I can zoom in maybe and show ya. Here we go. So they just slide in like this, and then you can turn them. And as you see where I trimmed that, I just made sure that when this needs to turn, it's not really hitting the that vinyl anywhere. So yeah, so let me get the rest of these in, and I will be back in a sec. Alrighty, so I finally got all the clips in here, and as you can see, I ordered a bag from my parts store. Comes in a 50-pack only, so I got plenty of those. Let me take this back over to the other side of the car and start putting it on, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we go. I got the door panel here. We're just going to start sliding it all in. I'm going to slide it on the top first and snap it down in. So now is what I'm doing is, let me show you here. It's pretty easy. I'm just going to start aligning these pins that I put in to make sure that they line up correctly. So hopefully my camera can pick this up. So as you see, this right here needs to go down into that hole. So this is where the needle nose comes in. But I don't necessarily need the needle nose because this slid pretty good. So I'm just going to move this around to get it lined up like that. Sorry, it's really wobbly, but I'm just going to get it lined up like that, and then I'm just going to push it in. And then I'm just going to go around the whole door and get those all pushed in onto the door here. So let me get them all lined up. It's pretty simple. For the ones that line up that are like directly in the center of the holes and you can't get those clips to line up, that's where these plastic inserts will come into play. So alrighty, that was actually really pretty easy to do. Up top here on this side over here is what I had to do is I actually had to put a plastic clips all along the bottom here and then just do a little bit of adjustments. But up in here, I'll show you in just a second here. That's where the door rides in, sort of the panel does. So give me a sec. Let me pull you off the tripod and I'll show you what I mean. Sorry for the shaky camera work again. So if you look in here, there's that felt. So on the back of these, there's a tab like this where the felt would be like up and over here. There's a lip on this retainer. It just slides down in there and snaps in. On this metal one here, or this middle one, I'm sorry, I gotta find it. Yep, it just goes over that one, and the front one, it goes over as well. So that's how it goes on. And then this is pretty much centered. This should be centered. I won't know until I put it in. And then these holes, if you look down in here, the hole there, and that hole there, they line up pretty good for the arm rest. So give me just a second here. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the armrest on. I'm gonna get these two lined up and put it on. And then we have that other hole. It's around here somewhere. But we have that other hole, and that's where we're gonna poke through here so we can get access to the third hole for the armrest for the pull. So give me a second here and let me get you set up and I'll start putting that on. Okay, so this is actually gonna be one of the trickier parts, is getting this on. The reason being is you're going through all this foam and everything, and it's pushed back pretty far. So it's hard to push this in without wrecking your door or having something to push against. If you get two people, that'd be great. One to stand back here and hold the door, and then just another person to screw this in. But since I don't have that luxury, I'm just gonna try to get it in myself. There we go. So I got that started. I'm gonna come over here and then, it's hard to see in there, but I'm gonna get this lined up as good as I can and get this one started as well. There we go. We got the armrest here on. So the next thing is I got to poke through here. So that's what you're gonna need your pick for. Give me a second here. Let me grab my pick and I'll be right back. Okay, so I zoomed in a little bit. Let me see if I can stay out of the way and get a shot of this. So the pick that I had was actually angled and it wouldn't work. So I took a teeny screwdriver, just a precision screwdriver, and I just poked it through the hole in this armrest here and just rammed it all the way through until I got through that vinyl. And then I'm able to go up in and then find the screw hole for this handle. So I just kind of cleared the vinyl out of the way, and now I got a clear shot so I can put in the last screw here. So there we go. Okay, so that is now installed and we're good to go. So the next thing that we need to do is we gotta move up just a little bit here, and just trying to move you up. I apologize. There we go. I just want to move you up here, but we gotta install that up there. So let me get the handle here and I'll show you what you gotta do on that. Okay, so I have this handle to the window crank here, and here's a clip, and this is what actually holds the handle onto the adjusting knob thingy there. So the way you put this on is, you can see there's a groove here, and on the other side there's a groove as well. So this clip will just go in like this, and you just push it in like that. Even though it's loose, it's fine, because as you see in there, it clips in. So you put this on, and when you slide it on, these open up and snap open, and then it goes around the knob that's in here. So pretty easy to put on. So you're just gonna take this, you're gonna put it in the position that you want it when it's down, generally straight down, and you're just gonna push it on. That's it. It doesn't take a lot of pressure. Slides on, you hear it snap, and you're good to go. Now, you should be good to roll up and down your windows. Just like that. Alrighty, so the last piece of the puzzle here is this, this piece here, which is for the pull, for the open and close. That's just going to slide on like that. Then you're going to look in this hole, see where everything lines up, and then you're going to take a screw and your screwdriver, and then just run a screw in there. And that's it. The door handle is complete. Everything will be put on and good to go. So let me take you off the tripod and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here we go. This is what everything is looking like. It looks really good. A couple things that I'm probably gonna do, actually that I will definitely do, but off camera, is this right here. It's warping, it's a little bit bubbled. It's just kind of ugly too. It's faded, and then as you see in here, it's busted. So I gotta get that all fixed up. And then this right here, this is dirty too. I'm gonna hit it with some of this deep color fabric and vinyl paint that I did my seats with. It should actually cover that just fine. It'll make it black. It doesn't look bad right now, but you know, you could always improve it and make it look better. So let me take you on over here, and then there we go. This is what the driver's side is looking like. Give me just a minute here. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna roll down the driver's side window, and I'll close this door and I'll take a picture so you can see what it looks like over here as well. Alrighty, and here is what the passenger side is looking like. I think it's looking great. It's looking super good. The only thing you didn't see me do was put this little knob on here. That just screws in, and then that's good to go. And then here is the driver's side door. Here we go. The only difference is you got this side mirror adjustment. There's a little bracket on the back of this panel that slides in, and then these just screw in that bracket. Super easy to hook up. And then, you know, you can turn your mirror and stuff with that. A couple people have asked what this center console is. This is actually off for a first-gen Camaro. It's called a hump hugger console. It's fully removable. It Velcros down, or in my case, it doesn't really Velcro, but the seats hug it just fine, and it's super tight in there. And you know, you got some storage up under there. And then let's go check out the back. Here we go. Next thing that I need to add onto the list too, while I'm thinking about it, is actually these rear sail panels here. The ones that come down back here and then go back. As you can see, this one, it's beat up, it's cracked, it's missing, it's broke. So I got to get this replaced, and I'll probably just do both sides, get that done with. But yeah, here we go. This is what we're looking like. Another thing that I have to do as well is my brakes. They're leaking. My last video when I did the brakes, I showed you I ground down that little piece. Well, lo and behold, that didn't work. So here's what I was actually able to find, and I'm hoping that it'll work. Are these are flat. These are actually for trailer disc brakes. So I'm hoping that these work. We'll see. Not both of them are leaking, just that one. It's a super small leak, it's just a drip. But a leak is a leak, and it's got to be fixed. It's got to be right. So I'll be ripping that apart. I won't be filming that, but just kind of give you an update where I'm at. So let's come on over here. And then we can go ahead and get the door panels marked off the list here. Look at that. So we are actually making great progress on everything here. Sorry, I had to put the cap on this, and obviously I can't multitask. But yeah, that's where we're at. But anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching these videos. I really, really appreciate it. If you could drop a comment down below, let me know what you would do different. That would be great. Yeah, stick around, and we will see you next time on my next video. Peace.